what better way to make sure that we're living intentionally than to create routines that actually have us doing what we desire, instead of allowing our brains to do what it does best on its own without any guidance. Hey guys, it's me, Sonja from SonjaW Coaching, and I'm excited because today we are going to be talking about 3 ways to make sure that you create routines that last. Okay, so I got my notes down here. We're going to make sure we get it all together and make sure that we have routines that actually will make sure that we get stuff done today, that we actually keep doing. So anyway, guys, before I do all that, let me introduce myself. Hey guys, my name is Sonja of SonjaW Coaching, where we help multi-passionate women learn how to acknowledge, live, execute, and win their dreams. We are all about making dreams meet reality here at SonjaW. So, okay, listen, y'all. Listen. I've been talking about routines or whatever, and just talking about, how important they are to help and build your goals and build your dreams and all this kind of stuff. But real talk, why in the world do we really need a routine? What is so special about a routine, right? I'm going to talk a little bit about that, and then we're going to get into 3 ways that you can incorporate routines in your everyday life, okay? So why routine? Routines, it's really simple. It's a way to make sure that you incorporate your goals and your desires in your life in an easy manner. When you have routines that regularly make you move after your goal, then you're going to see your goals happen without much effort because you're already doing stuff that you were going to do every single day. It just so happens to be tied to your goals and to your desires for life. Then also, it helps combat brain fatigue. I don't know if you realize this, but your brain can get tired. Have you ever noticed where, you had an outfit in mind for the day? You put it on you and you put it together the night before. You were so excited and all that kind of stuff, but you didn't try it on. So then you woke up, you tried it on, and you were like, I am not feeling that. Well, now you gotta hurry up and figure out, okay, well, what outfit I'm gonna pick? I don't know what to wear. I gotta put together a whole new outfit. And then by the time you get to work, your coworker's like, I need your help on this. And then I need your help on that. And then you look up and your brain is fried. It's honestly lots of different reasons, but one of those reasons is that we can get tired of making too many decisions in our lives, right? Like if we're doing too much, if our brain is having to make a ton of decisions in everything that we do, then our brains get actually tired and we start forgetting about the different things that we need to do. So brain fatigue is real. And then also, we thrive on routine. Have you ever heard about the fact that kids thrive when they know what's happening, how their life goes, right? When they have a routine and a plan. Well, honestly, that doesn't change just because you grow up. You are built to live on routine. Your brain actually builds routines inside of itself for things that it does. That's how it functions. That's how we're able to do so many different things and so many new things, because our brain is literally building pathways and routines to make things easy for themselves. Let's give you an example real quick before we get into those 3 ways of incorporating routines. You move someplace new, you're excited about moving, and then you finally get everything done and you go to work. You go to work, you have a tiring day at work. You finish work and you are tired. And all you want to do is get home. So you're driving, you might be talking to your friend, you might be talking to your husband, something like that, or a girlfriend or something. And next thing you know, you're turning down the gap. You're turning down the road to your old house. How in the world did that happen? It's because your brain went on autopilot. Autopilot is just routine. Your brain was like, oh, I know what to do here. I'm going to let them talk and have their conversation, and I'm going to make sure that she gets to the destination that she desires. And you look up at it and you're at your old house. That's what I mean by our brains thriving on routine. So guys, it's so important that we figure out how to incorporate routines in our lives so that we can make it easier for ourselves, all right? And what better way to make sure that we're doing what we desire to do? What better way to make sure that we're living intentionally than to create routines that actually have us doing what we desire, instead of allowing our brains to do what it does best on its own without any guidance. All right? So now that I've laid down the foundation and I've told y'all this is why routines are important, let me give you 3 ways to make sure that you can incorporate routines that last. Okay? But before I do all of that, I would love for you to go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe right now so that you can get these notifications every Thursday, and also help me figure out, well, what do you really want to learn about when it comes to intentional living? All right, y'all, we back, and we about to talk about these 3 ways. These 3 ways of making sure that we plug in routines that last. Let's get to it. It is actually, the 3 ways are really simple to remember. Time, place, thing. Y'all know, weird, right? 3 ways to make sure that you incorporate those things into your life, those routines into your life real easy, is time, place, and things. Let's break it down. Time. The perfect way to include routines in your life is to find out natural breaks in your life, in time, and stick the routines in there. Just think about it. If you are already waking up every morning at a certain time to get ready for work, why not build a morning routine that incorporates the desires of your heart and make sure that you actually get the things that you desire done? Or you get up and you go to work. Why not create a routine where as soon as you sit down at your desk, wherever your desk is, if it's across the hall or down in the office in a different place, then why not build a startup routine that helps you focus in on your day? The same for lunch, the end of your workday, bedtime. There are natural areas in your life, or natural area breaks of time in your life, where you can definitely insert a routine, and it won't even be something that you have to think about, right? I mean, you do so, honestly, think about it. You probably do the same thing every morning when you wake up. Why not dictate what those things are? You probably do the very same thing when you go and start work. Why not dictate what those things are? Try it out for me, all right? Then, I mean, there's other things that you can do. Just think about the natural break times in your life that you have. If it is the start of your workday or the end of your workday, lunch, maybe it's the start of your commute. Wherever there are natural breaks of time in your life, or where you can insert something, go ahead and try it out. So for instance, I actually have several routines. I have a morning routine. I have a work startup routine. I have a end of the day routine. Like, I have a ton of routines because I have so many things that I desire to do, and I want to make sure that I make it easy for myself, right? So my morning routine, I wake up, I take my medicine, then I pray, I stretch, I get prepared for the day. I also work on my business, right? And then I start work for my career. All of those things I do in a particular order that makes sure that 1, I am ready to focus in for the day, and then 2, I'm actually getting some of my goals and desires done without even thinking. With my work startup routine, same thing. It helps me focus in and make sure that I'm getting the work that I need to get done at work. I come in, I open up my Outlook, take a quick skim of my emails, look at my planner to see what I plan to do today, make sure there aren't any surprise meetings on my calendar, because that happens. And then I get to work on that first task. So there's so many different things that you can do to make sure that you can place routines. So the first thing is time. The second thing is place. You can definitely build a routine around certain places in your life. if you know that you always go to your office at a certain time, or you always go to your cousin's house every third, I don't know, Friday or something like that, or you always go to the grocery store, something like that. Whatever there's a routine place, you can put a routine in there. Yes, I know, crazy, but it's really true. All you got to do is figure out, okay, I have to go to the office every day. Well, maybe I could build in a routine where I go to the office, and before I do anything in the office, maybe I read a devotional, because one of my desires is to grow closer to God. Or maybe I call my cousin on the way to work, or call my sister on the way to work, because I want to build that relationship with them, right? So the place for that was the car. So literally building routines around places, car, your house, your office, the gym, it helps you build. Oh my gosh, the gym. That is the perfect place and perfect example. So just think about it. If you go to the gym regularly, you have a routine. You don't just go into the gym and start walking around aimlessly, right? You go in there and you probably go first to the Stairmaster, and then to the treadmill. Then you go and you lift you do your arms or you do your legs, dependent on the day, right? You have a routine already. You're already using place for your routines. So see, that is the major thing about it. Like, we're already doing routines. It's just now being intentional about it. Okay? So we talked about time, we talked about place, and now for the last one, things. I know that probably sounds weird, but I mean it. Things. Things can actually be triggers, or things can be things. Things can be items that help you remember that you have a routine to start. So for instance, you could probably use your shoes. You put your running shoes right at your bedroom door, so that you remember as soon as you wake up, you brush your teeth, you get all your stuff, and you try to leave your room, you remember, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be running this morning, because that's a goal of mine. Or maybe you have a certain type of watch that vibrates at certain times to remind you to do different things. So for instance, I have my watch that reminds me to do certain things in the morning. It also helps me, well, actually not my watch, but my phone has reminders that pop up at certain times each day, so that I know, oh, it's time to read off and to say out loud my daily affirmations, or it's time to, I don't know, read or pray about something that I have been really seeking God about, you know? So you can use the things around you to help you focus in on your routines and focus in on the desires of your heart, because that's really the key to this whole thing, right? Routines are not just to be done because they're things to do, but they're tying you to getting those goals completed. I talk about it a little bit already, right? Where you have your life principles, those ultimate dreams, and you have your reality, and you build goals that connect your reality to your dream. Well, then your routines help you execute those goals, right? And it's so important that you're intentional with your routines. You're already living by routine. Is it a routine that is conducive to the desires of your heart? Is it a routine that is helping you get closer to your ultimate dreams, those life principles that you have laid out, the vision that you laid out for yourself? This is the opportune time to actually make the routines work for you, because you have so much in store. You weren't put on this earth to just be here. You were put on this earth so that you can do good works. And it is so important that we are living a life that helps us get to those good works. Intentional living is so important, and routines are part of that. So next time, I want you guys, or this week, make sure that you are checking out your life. What routines are you already doing? Are they helping you live the intentional life that you desire? And if not, figure out how time, place, and things can help you make the intentional moves that you're trying to make. All right? Have an awesome day, guys, wherever you are. And make sure that you subscribe. Subscribe so that I know it's real and so that you can get notification of those every Thursday videos. All right? Have an awesome day, y'all.